How's it going, guys? This is the John and Little Fox here. It's my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons, most notably Sonic and Ninja Turtles. And today I'm here doing a live stream. I know this is kind of a little bit last minute or out of nowhere, pretty much, and never really gave anybody any warning. I was just on a guy named Ruby King stream a second ago, kind of talking about it a little bit that I might just do a live stream. Um, Ruby King just recently subscribed to me and stuff. He's a cool dude. I like listening to his videos and stuff. I'll probably speak more about him later during this live stream, but I won't really be too loud because I got family here and stuff, so I won't be like obsessive with cursing or whatever. But if they come down, I'll probably like pause the mic or something. You know how it is. But yeah, but it's Friday and stuff. It's about to be like 9:30 and stuff. So I'm gonna be on here for a little bit and talk about some things. You're probably wondering, man, I haven't heard this man's voice in a hot minute, unless I've been going like back on his videos and stuff. But yeah. Let me put this in the comments. But yeah, so yeah, nothing much has been happening with me. Been going to the gym. My birthday just passed and stuff. So now, I'm older and whatnot. I was kind of already mentally preparing that since the beginning of the year. Since I have an early birthday, I was like, well, I already know I'm going to be this age, so I might as well just suck it up now. But there's nothing wrong with that. As long as I'm alive and stuff, and I'm more knowledgeable, and the further away I am from being a teenager, the better, right? But anyways, that's my coffee in the comments there. If you guys want to commission me for like any kind of artwork or whatever, hit me up, talk to me, check out my stuff. I might even have some spicy things there. You know how it is. But yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna check out some things, and then some people might, they can jump along or whatever, if they see it. So let me try to do this screen share. Hey, what's going on, Ashes? How's it going? I know it's been a minute since we've kind of talked, or. But yeah, at least yeah. And I did, like I said, I did see that whole Italian the Stallion thing, and trust me on that one, I definitely will do that live stream that you want me to do. I'm like, oh, this guy's got some interesting stuff. But I kind of wanted to come prepared, so I was gonna like, well, not come prepared, but I wanted to like watch Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go and go in a little bit more into like knowing more about that because the same people that worked on that worked on the 2012 version of TMNT, so that's pretty cool. So before I you know do that debunk on him, I wanted to check that out just so I can like completely eviscerate his argument. How's it going, fierce sympathetic Black Queen? How you doing today? I saw you on Ruby King's stream earlier. You know how it is, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna check out some videos and stuff, and I'm gonna talk about them, give you my thoughts. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this one, Good Times, the reboot. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never seen Good Times before. Um, Trust me, I haven't watched sitcoms and stuff. But I wasn't like too crazy about watching sitcoms. I like mostly watched like Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I used to watch The Nanny and stuff. That was a pretty good show. My Wife and Kids, Yes Dear, um, just a bunch of shows. George Lopez, I used to love that, you know. But anyways, good times. Never really saw it. Never really saw it growing up or anything. I mean, there were reruns, but I just never really bothered to watch it, which was probably my my loss there. But I don't know. I can always come back and just check it out. But anyways, this is the little reboot trailer thing that they were doing for Netflix. So I was on Twitter and I saw Fish Chozo and he like shared it and stuff, and I was like, "What is this? This is like some weird ghetto. Well, Velma's already kind of ghetto, but some weird. It's just dumb. But I'm gonna play it.
I have important news.
Let me guess. The state called and they want to cut you a disability check for your face. Hold up.
You can get paid for that?
This is from a fool who stares at his orange juice every morning.
It says concentrate on the box. Who the dummy now? Shit. Me for not wearing a condom. Shadows fall over my heart.
So automatically, I already hate the stereotypes, the personalities, the dialogue, the character designs, everything. It's just tacky and trashy, man. I'm just like, man, this is like Velma and Big Mouth if they had like a love child together or something, you know?
It all started with my grandfather, James Evans. My job as the man of this house is to take care of this family no matter what.
I just want to let you know I'm going to take good care of Gray.
Gray, who is this I'm about to kill?
Juan, my boyfriend. Daddy, let him go.
Baby,
Stephen Curry, the basketball player. Now I don't watch basketball like that, but yeah, I do know who Stephen Curry is because I hear about him and stuff. Not saying that he can't write or anything, because he's a basketball player. I mean, you can be a writer and still turn out to be like, I don't know, the president of the United States, like Ronald Reagan or something. Or I mean, well, Ronald Reagan, my bad. He was an actor and then he became the president, you know, like Ronald Reagan or something, or like John F. Kennedy. He was a novelist and then he became the president of the United States. Not saying you can't be a basketball player and write, but this ain't it, man. This was not it. And then Seth MacFarlane. Look, I like Family Guy and American Dad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Great shows, hilarious. Um, is known for its exaggeration and just being, you know, going in on dysfunction, like just being a whole dysfunctional family kind of thing. This wasn't it. This really was not it. Um, yeah, and honestly, like this makes Cleveland Show look better, which Cleveland Show wasn't that bad. I mean, I never really watched Cleveland Show to be honest with you. It was kind of mid, but God, this is terrible, 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 terrible.
Junior's repeating the 10th grade for the third time. Is there anything you can suggest to help him get to the drive-thru? Can you do OnlyFans? Take off your shoes. Let me see what kind of feet you working with.
Okay, first off, anything I'm sorry with Wanda Sykes in it is kind of just already dead on arrival, or it's cursed. Like, no, I'm sorry, no. I mean, I guess Wanda Sykes kind of was a part of my childhood with like Ice Age and what was it, Back at the Barnyard as like Betsy and stuff. But that's about it. Like I don't know, she was really funny like that in anything else or whatever. It's just like, maybe the Croods, I guess, wasn't she in that, or am I wrong?
I'll take you to the dark side.
Dear
And then the OnlyFans thing that was weird. Like, nah, bro.
Black, Heavenly
A lot of people were talking about how that's kind of pedophilic, and it does come off that way.
College Redeemer. If you could just help us.
Son, it's for you.
New phone. Who this?
I got nothing to say on that one.
Everything. At least they ain't got that drug dealing baby under my roof no more.
Everybody's pointing out about how Seth MacFarlane was like, of course, you know, he worked on it because there's always some weird, intelligent baby character like in Family Guy. There's Stewie, Cleveland Show. There's what was his name, Lil Raldo, and stuff. Yeah, this is stupid though. Don't get me wrong.
Man, my mouth ready for some milk right now.
Dalvin, why are you so breast obsessed? It's childish, man.
Bruh, I'm a baby. I can't get no more childish than that.
In a nocturnal state of mind.
Your neighborhood is a real shithole.
It's the system. They put the guns and drugs on the streets.
No accountability whatsoever.
This is getting dangerous. I won't say.
Yeah, they put the guns on the street, but then they use it against each other. Okay.
Sit back and let you put yourself in harm's way. I love you too very much. Everything black.
The revolution will not be televised.
Come on, Rosa Parks. Can't you just enjoy this?
We're playing all the stereotypes. Black on black crime. What was it? Activism. Drug dealers. Like, did I miss anything? I guess remedial classes. I don't know. It's just like, God. Like, look, I'm black myself. I grew up around other black people. I'm not saying everyone that I knew that was black that was like very smart, but I mean, I knew a balance between both. Like, I knew really smart people that were really like, you know, they wanted to do some big things. Like, especially like the girls and stuff. Like when I was younger, they were really smart and into things. They wanted to do like be stuff like nurses, doctors, even veterinarians, which was actually pretty cool. The guys, there were smart guys I knew too that were like straight A students and all that. Me, I mean, I'm a little modest, but I mean, I would say I'm a little average. But I mean, definitely during my like high school years, I was more of an honor roll student, or like I always got honor roll, so that was pretty cool. But come on, can we at least get like if we're gonna really highlight black people, can we at least get the more positive stereotypes or something than the negative ones? Like, come on. Oh yeah, and then I guess Elon Musk right here or whatever. I don't know why.
We're just as good as the Evans of old. Isn't that just dynamite? But the truth is, we're the Evans of new.
Right.
Bitch, you look like money. What about the struggle?
We're black. It'll be here tomorrow.
Everything black, black moon, black sky, black, everything black. Wait a minute. The baby, little baby, and baby. Too many babies around this crib.
And guess what today is? April 12th. I just realized it. Um, yeah, that was very bad. I like the thing is about that is that like I'm sorry I had to show you guys that. The reason why I wanted to show is because I hate how people like really limit the whole creativity and stuff when it comes to black people, especially like we gotta always make stories about black people um being victims or whatever and activism or gang related violence or whatever. I'm just like, can we just get back to just doing something like fantasy and just somebody just so happens to be black or something? Like that works just fine for me. Okay. But anyways, I'm gonna get to these comments. Sorry, I have been ignoring you guys, but I wanted to just get through that trailer real quick before pausing. Hey, what's up, Kephilim? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. So angry that no leakers leak Sonic 3. Where leakers where you need them. Um, I got no opinion on it. I mean, Sonic 3 though, that is definitely around the corner. That is in December though. And I definitely would love to see something, but I'm pretty sure we'll get something by probably the end of the month, or if not next month, because they got to do this Knuckles series first, and then I'm pretty sure they'll like start doing the trailers and all that first. So that'd be pretty cool. I hope Amy and Rouge are going to be inside Sonic 3. I was saying before in one of my other streams or whatever that I think Knuckles should that in the Knuckles show they should adapt Sonic Adventures 1, but just like make Knuckles the main character in that with the show, and then we cut to like Sonic 3 where that's like an adaptation of Sonic Adventures 2. I think that would have been perfect. This is not a reboot or a revival. It was more like a taken parody of Good Times version called a Black Times from an SNL Key and Peele skit. I wouldn't even compare that to Key and Peele and the Pathetic Black Queen because Key and Peele are actually funny. Um, yeah, it's not a reboot revival. I'm just like, yeah, this is something separate. Like, I'm like, nah. Good Times. I'm like, look, I didn't watch the show, so I'm not like defending. Like, I know there are some people that didn't like it, and then there are some people that actually did like it. I'm not. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have an opinion about the original, but it was just a sitcom about a family that was struggling in the projects and all that, etc. That's what I've been hearing. So yeah, not a major exaggeration or whatever. That's a complete like that's a whole different thing entirely. Good Times reboot looks like a sketch from Black Times setting 2000s, full of racist parody. It's terrible how there's actually black people that actually worked on that entire show and stuff, and just like didn't think, like I'm just like I don't think you guys have any integrity anymore if you actually put your name forward on that show and work on it. Like, really. Good Times reboot feels so white to me. Like it feels like a white man's interpretation of a black family, while the OG Good Times was timeless and felt authentic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it definitely was timeless and authentic. A lot of things back in the day definitely was. Um, I don't know to say if it was a white man's interpretation, but definitely somebody that's ignorant, that's for sure. Or if somebody that's probably never met a black person, but just like saw like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna see like something off of TV, and I'm gonna assume that's how a black person's lifestyle is like. This animation's ugly. As a distraction, I'd rather watch the Boondocks than this. Yeah, everyone rather watch the Boondocks than this because the Boondocks is actually a pretty good show. But you might be have the ability to see into the future in Pathetic Black Queen because I'm gonna play something next after this. I was wondering for a while, do you think that will we ever get Slash or the Stone Generals and TMNT media back since we're finally getting Night Watcher? I hope so. Slasher. I mean, I'm thinking Slash, but the Stone Generals, I know what you're talking about from the 2007 movie. I hope so. I mean, they haven't really done anything with those characters really ever since, and they killed off Slash in the IDW comics, even though he had clones and then the clones died or whatever. But they could still make another clone, or they could just use Slash's 87 origin, where he's like an alien from another planet or something, and that alien is also called Slash as well. That's how you could probably bring back that character in a way. But anyways, why everyone, both blacks and white, on good times and Western animation gets so ugly because of laziness. Sympathetic Black Queen. Everybody wants to be lazy. Originally, Good Times is about a family that struggled with housing project during the 1970s. Talked about struggles as black families. They had serious topics. Oh yeah, I bet. Grew up on the OG Good Times. Originally, Good Times, who had serious tropes of racism and child abuse and adaptation of race reactions, as some most episodes had comedy, can show serious episodes that black families faced in the 70s. Yep. But anyways, so what should I play next? Um, but yeah, I just wanted to show that because I was just like I had to talk about it for a little bit, like right now and stuff. We're not right now, but I've been planning on it. But yeah, now I finally got that out of the way. Slasher. Oh yeah, that's right, Slasher from the Yeah, I actually had that game. I can't remember if I traded. Yeah, I think I traded him because I got bored with it. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Slasher. Yeah, that character. He was the Neutron, and he like took the turtles to like the future and all that. And he was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ashes. Yeah, that would be cool to have that character back too. I just watched some episodes of old OG Good Times and looked up on Wikipedia about it. All right. But anyways, if you guys really want to see a really well done, like a really well done show about black characters and stuff that is actually funny, uh, there's obviously the Boondocks, which I'm gonna play in just a second because I wanted to share the pilot episode, but I had a stream with Sonic Rush one time, so I kind of put it on the back burner. But hey, since it's out on YouTube now and everybody's watching it or everybody watched it and talked about it, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple of minutes of this. I'll probably pause since it's a little bit more of a lengthier video. But yeah, so let's get into it. But yeah, how you guys doing today and stuff? Ashes, Empathetic Black Queen, Kefir. You guys been up to anything while I've been away? I seen the Lost pilot. Yep.
Andre, me and Moquisha was racing for a pork sandwich and got stuck. Now go get my two-way page so I can two-way
See
forever.
that? That's Good
Now while
Times.
you at it,
The new
bring me
one.
my French fry milkshake.
French fry milkshake. What is this? Watermelon and biscuit network?
I'm not gonna lie to you. My mom had like stayed up not too long ago for a little bit, like for a couple of days or whatever. I remember she was like watching BET and stuff. Now look, I never really understood why people didn't like BET because I mean, me, I would watch some sitcoms on BET like the Bernie Mac show or I don't know, maybe Fresh Prince or Everybody Hates Chris definitely or something. But I never really watched the original movies on BET because I just didn't care enough. But my mom put that on, and I was like watching my own TV. I was watching that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and I'm just thinking to myself, man, the night and day difference between me and my mom. Like my mom's probably judging me for watching anime, and I'm judging her like, ew, what is this? Like I'm looking at this BT, I'm like, oh no, this is. I'm sorry, mom, this is horrible, and this is a terrible rom com, bro. No. And then like the lady was embarrassing this man and all that stuff, her fiance. And then my mom was like telling me, "You see that, Mikkel? Make sure that you always pay. Make sure you always pay for the meal or whatever, and not the woman." I'm like, Yeah, yeah, I know that, but I'm like, but I don't want to be embarrassed by some girl or whatever that's going to treat me horribly. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But you know how it is. I just watched Everybody Hates Chris and the Boondocks while growing up. Yeah, me too. It was pretty good shows, you know.
Wait, was that a fart joke? You just made me miss a fart joke.
Oh, who done squished the baby?
How can you stomach this buffoonery? Cause it's funny.
That's Huey's commentary
What's your
on
favorite show on TV?
what's called
Moquisha.
the new good times.
What's your next favorite show? Next week's Moquisha. Here, read a book, dummy. Read? You can't read and get hoes. Show me one person who reads and gets hoes. I'm looking at one who don't read and don't got no hoes.
I read,
Good night,
but I don't.
player.
I don't do that either.
Well, yeah. Don't make Riley Freeman have to slap the black off of you.
I'm not a woman.
Breakfast is ready for you two little crumb snatchers. Come on
By the way, I
down.
think I remember about a couple of years ago. It was a year or two ago. They were showing screenshots of the pilot, but they never had it. And now I think what was it this year? They were finally able to upload it on YouTube about the what's his face. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Actually, in February, Black History Month. So that was pretty cool.
Yo, hold up, man. You just stepped on my Air Force Ones. You blind fool?
The good old
Keep the
2000s, that or 2000. Yeah, between 2000 and 2010s. I remember back in school, you stepped on somebody's shoes, you were probably going to get into a fight or whatever, or something like that, or they'll fight you over it. I just thought that was always ignorant. Me, I didn't really care like that. Not saying I didn't take care. Well, okay, I probably didn't take care that good of my appearance like that per se, or not my appearance, but was it like my clothes or whatever, as I do now. But back then, I mean, you could take it or leave it, but I would not fight somebody and get in trouble over, oh, you stepped on my shoes, when it could have been either an accident. If it's just a spec, I mean, that's bad too, but, I wouldn't just fight over, like, oh, because that's expecting me to.
And suck your thumb. You are not a thug. Come on, man. Are you really that cliche that you'll fight me for stepping on your Nikes? Yeah, I really am that. Whatever it is
Speaking
you
of
said.
something else, guess what? Baby's back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw Ashes. I would definitely be talking about a little bit about that too today or tonight.
This fool started a fight. This fool still over my Air Force One.
Shut up. I don't give a damn why y'all fighting. Now get out of my house before the bus comes.
Can you drive us? Yeah, something could happen to us out there, Granddad.
I'm trying to do the right thing for you boys by spending your inheritance on a big house in the suburbs so y'all can be safe. If something happens, it's God's will.
Besides, your little friend Jazz.
If something happens, it's God's will. Damn, that is awful, man.
It's God's will.
Besides,
You gotta miss John Witherspoon, his voice acting, man. They really should have gotten JD Witherspoon, John Witherspoon's son, to do the voice of Granddad, because he really does do an accurate impression of him and stuff. Like, that would have been cool, man. But nah, they're like, nah, we can't do that. I still gotta watch that video that JD had put out, but about why he couldn't be in the Boondocks or whatever. Because they were like, are you trying to make a cheap imitation or whatever? I'm like, he sounds exactly like him. Even John Witherspoon, when he was alive, when he heard it, he was like, yeah, that actually does sound like me, or sound like the character for sure.
little friend Jazz. Nothing would be at the bus stop.
What about her?
He like her, but he's scared.
I'm not scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Now go out there and lay down your game, player.
You just heard R. Kelly's new hit, Inappropriate. And now on our Friday double play, here's another one by R. Kelly called Disturbing.
Speaking about those days, back in middle school, I remember there was a kid. We had like what was it? DeAndre. We had two DeAndres in class, and to differentiate between the DeAndres, we call one of the DeAndres R. Kelly because he looked like R. Kelly. He had the dreads and everything. We were like, "Hey, R. Kelly." Man, that was we did that man dirty. We were like R. Kelly.
Thanks, Jasmine.
The kids make fun of me.
Well, that
I don't
kind of
think I
thing
realized how
happens to
bad of a person R.
everybody,
Kelly was.
I
then
remember
definitely.
kids would
Just
call
that he
me
beat on some
cornball
girl.
or nerd
That was it.
or Oreo double stuff Fruity boy, pansy pants, or
Mhm.
bitch ass, or
Pansy or bitch ass or whatever. I'm like, chill, Tom, chill. Sarah was hot though in the original Boondocks though. Here, she's all right.
yeah.
I have to go catch the bus now.
Pansy boy, bitch ass. So
Take
Tom,
control of your life.
calm down, Tom.
Time to get my Tybo on.
Oh
1-800-TIGO for
God,
your coffee
no.
today.
Sorry, Billy Blanks. So why buy the tape when you can get the infomercial for free?
Oh, man, this is so long. Oh God, no. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God, no.
Oh, Lordy Lord.
Yes, it is very different.
It's just another case of that OPTA. Oh man,
Detention again. Okay, so I think these were like the screenshots. I definitely remember that were leaked about the pilot before they actually put out the actual pilot here. And then I remember the shot of Jasmine. I'm gonna pause it when they go close up on her right here or right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got half a sandwich left from lunch if you're
And then I think they even had the transcripts for it too.
hungry.
I'm fine. Well, is there pork in it?
No, it's turkey. I told them you didn't start the fight, but they wouldn't.
It's okay. No good deed goes unpunished.
Look, Jasmine is definitely Huey's best friend in this damn show and stuff. Like he was like, "Well, my best friend is always in so and so." I'm like, "Nah, bro. Jasmine's your real friend."
Thank you.
That episode with what was it? Maurice or whatever.
Oh, hell no! You got a sandwich from that hoe? Shut up!
Yeah,
Get off
Riley. People.
Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself, Riley! I wouldn't hit myself! Daddy, get off!
That old black magic has.
Damn. I just don't know what to do with these boys, Ruckus. All they do is fight. It's like living in downtown Baghdad.
Well, what you expect from a couple of little Negro hooligans like them two boys?
Yeah,
Hell, if you
it's like
lucky,
them
they'll
two
become
boys.
rappers and getting some beef and do drive-bys on each other.
Well, I think that might be going a bit too far.
I don't even talk to my own black-ass kids no more. I got all these beautiful, beautiful children right here in Woodcrest. These kids love their Uncle Ruckus.
What the? Hey, somebody will get their ass kicked.
You might about to get ass.
Hey, Mr. Timmy, you lost your lucky
Mr.
ball
Timmy.
again.
My bad! Now throw the ball back, bitch!
Mr. Timmy sure got a good throwing arm. Now that is an example of a nice boy with potential.
Looks to me like an example of a white boy who needs his ass whipped. Shoot. And I thought my boys were bad. I'm going home.
Another home run, Mr. Timmy.
Screw you!
My boy.
You suck! Shut up! You ain't got no game! Shut up!
Boy, I'm schooling you like the United Negro College Fund. Boy, I got you now. Oh, come on.
You ain't got no game!
Well, boys, seem like getting up inside Huey's behind in this video game is something we can all enjoy as a family. Now get the hell to bed. The Spice Channel descrambled itself right around now.
And that's the end of the pilot. So, what do you guys think of it? But yeah, Jasmine was kind of cute and stuff. It was definitely nice seeing her and Huey on the screen. We need more scenes of Timmy to appear on the Boondocks. I don't know, maybe it could probably be that one screen gag or something where he's like caught in trouble, whatever for Uncle Rugged. Who knows? But yeah, but that's a pretty good show done right by black people. Aaron McGruder. All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been up to lately on some things, what anime is and stuff like that, what I've been working on, that kind of thing. It won't take long, and then I'll get into the meat and potatoes of a certain prodigal son Can you check out the Anthem of Eggman Empire? I began more convinced AI covers are becoming more powerful with time. Yeah, more than likely, Ashes. I do need to check it out. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. Uh, so, have anybody heard of Sandland before? So, you guys already know, and I even talked about it too. But Akira Toriyama had passed away and stuff. But around the time of his passing, or before that, he kind of worked on this show called Sandland. And I definitely do remember, like, years ago, like back when I was probably like in high school, Akira Toriyama, he had did a one shot way back in the 2000s. But I'm saying, like, I saw it years ago because I had access to the internet. Um, Akira Toriyama put out a one shot about or yeah, one shot, or I think it was a 5 shot story or something. It might have been one shot called Sandland about this character named Beelzebub, and basically Beelzebub is like, if you remember Deborah from Dragon Ball Z, he's basically Deborah's son, or Deborah is referred to as Lucifer, which is probably his actual name, but basically falls Beelzebub or whatever. I don't remember too much from the one shot because it's been a while since I read it. But I've been watching the show and stuff, and it's pretty good. Definitely a memory out of Akira Toriyama. It's a shame he couldn't be here to actually see it though, because he passed away before they started airing it. So I'm like, damn. It's like just like the same thing with like Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee, he passed away in like 1974, if I'm not mistaken, or 73, around the time when his movie Into the Dragon had came out, or before that. He finished filming it. He wrote, that was like his baby right there, and then he passed away and stuff, and never saw the movie, or never get to or never had a chance to really relish in that like success or whatever. So that's just terrible. So it's the same thing with Akira Toriyama. And then speaking of which, Akira Toriyama passed away to this year, which is the year of the dragon, ironically, because he created Dragon Ball. But this is no time for jokes. So I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Sandland. I'm not gonna really play the music because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. Um, so yeah. So let's play. And if you guys have seen it, tell me what your thoughts on Sandland is. I think it's a pretty good anime and stuff so far. It's in the little 3D CGI and all that. This is Beelzebub right here, Deborah's son and all that stuff. Basically, I think this is definitely set in the Dragon Ball world, but like probably like 100 or so years before like Goku's time. Um, Following Beelzebub and stuff, and basically like they live in this world where they don't have like water and stuff. If this definitely is set in Dragon Ball world because of Deborah, obviously, then they definitely should have a lot of characters outside of just like the very ancient characters. But like because if you know the Dragon Ball universe, certain characters have been alive on Earth for quite some time, like Master Roshi. Like Master Roshi is like 300 years old. So if this set is set like around that time, then Master Roshi should be alive around then. Or if not, even his own sister, Fortune Teller Baba, she should definitely be alive too around this time because Fortune Teller Baba is like 900 years old. So yeah. And then of course there's other characters too, like I guess Korin and stuff. So I'm just saying that's just like a little food for thought. That would definitely be awesome if they actually did make some cameos in here. But I'm good with the show just being, like standing out by itself. So basically it's in this world where it's kind of dystopian. There's no water and people are trying to skate by and stuff. Beelzebub, he's like the prince of demons and all that stuff. And this is his party here. Got Thief, he's one of his little subordinates. And then there's what is his name? Sheriff Rao and stuff. But his real name is General Shiva, and he's like this really badass like general from back in the day. He's an older kind of guy. He's like 68 and stuff. Beelzebub, I mean, Beelzebub is way older than him. He's like 25,000 years old, um, but mentality wise, yeah. And I kind of see what Akira Toriyama was kind of going for here because I think that if like I think Akira Toriyama definitely does have grandchildren. I know he has children, but if he was like doing this to like making this anime to kind of relate to his grandchildren and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool because I like the dynamics with these characters and stuff. It's pretty nice. Like Beelzebub, he's like like that grandson, and General Rao is like that cool, or General Shiva, or Sheriff Rao. He's definitely like that type of like old guy that's like really cool. Like an old like he's a cool grandpa. So I like that. But yeah, I definitely recommend listening to this song though. It's definitely a banger. The new Fallout live action show. I haven't really watched that. I don't think I ever really played the game though of Fallout. But yeah, if you're definitely into like RPGs and stuff like that, I think you'll definitely love this type of show. I think they even have a game coming out too that I found out from Mugen Lord before I started watching the show. Um, yeah, so Kurosiyama was definitely going in on like making this a thing. Yeah, like Sandland, a new thing and stuff. And like I said, I really do enjoy it. It's a pretty good show. So if you feel like, oh my god, everything is woke, everything's terrible, um, trust me, there's stuff out there, And I think this is one of those shows where you can just kick back and just have some fun, you know. Good, lighthearted type show. Have you heard news about the last Ronin movie? I think I've heard of something like that. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it. Well, I know people have been talking about it. Um, it definitely would be interesting to see a last Ronin movie. Maybe it could probably be animated or something. That'd be pretty cool. Um, I know they've been trying to definitely go in on a lot of Last Ronin stuff. Like they were talking about, like there was like a video game and all that stuff, or whatever. And then I think they canceled that, which that was kind of dumb. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the Last Ronin though. Um, I feel like compared to like the main series of TMNT comics, I feel like it's like Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz are like, look, Sophie Campbell and all those other weirdos, the SJWs and stuff, they can have the main series of TMNT stuff, which that's a terrible idea. But they can have that. We'll just put our name for it and just be like, oh, well, we're the consulting writers or whatever. Meaning we're just putting our name on it just to be fancy about it, and we'll probably make some occasional covers. But we had nothing really to do with this story. Um, but we'll do our own stuff in the Last Ronin universe where everything cool is happening. Like we got ninjas, a lot of movie references. We got actual fighting, trauma, horror, everything. It's everything. Like it's a lot more entertaining than what is going down with the main series of TMNT comics. Because the main series of TMNT comics, you already know my stance on it. I'm just like, bro, they are like just throwing mud at the wall and just trying to call it like art or something. Like, yeah, rushing and all that other stuff is terrible. But the Last Ronin stuff, yeah, pretty good so far. Actually, remember that Last Ronin, like somebody did a fan animation or something, or a fan teaser trailer of it. That was pretty cool. I hope they use the CGI instead of anima- uh, animatronics like the 90s. I'm pretty sure they'll definitely use the CGI. They can probably use the same technology that they used from what was that movie? The 2014 in the Out of Shadow for the Bayverse, basically. But my only problem with the Bayverse was the design of the turtles because that was stupid. Like, why would you make the turtles 7 feet tall and then you make them unappealing? That was the main like, why. But you can use the same technology and just make them like so on and so forth. Just don't use those designs and you'll be good. You know. I know people cry about it, but I don't think it would be looking the best in 2024 or 2025. Yeah, no, I highly doubt anyone's still using animatronics for like movies and stuff, unless I don't know, unless reasons, I guess. But yeah, the CGI is definitely the way for that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, they should use the Bayverse type of technology though. That's all. All right. And then I've also been watching. Hang on. I also heard Michael Bay wants to try something with. I mean, everybody wants to have their foot in the door with Ninja Turtles nowadays. Seth Rogen, Michael Bay. Look, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, Yeah, I really don't know what to say about that. I'll get back to that in a second, though. Um, but yeah, I've also been watching Yoda Say Yatsura, the reboot version of it, and it's pretty good. Um, it's a pretty decent series and stuff, like Yoda Say Yatsura. If you know, I'm an Inuyasha fan, or not even just an Inuyasha fan, but I'm more so a fan of Rumiko Takahashi and just anything she puts out. Like, she is one of my favorite writers and stuff in general. Definitely one of my favorite manga artists and stuff. Like, just all the time. And Yodisei Yatsura is like one of her first mangas, first animes and stuff that like was very popular. That was a hit. I even have like a little Lum figurine and everything right next to me and all that stuff because come on, it's a Lum. She's cute as hell and she is hot. But the reboot, yeah, I've been watching the reboot and stuff. It's pretty decent. It's a little watered down compared to the original. Yeah, compared to the original show. But and what I mean by watered down, at least it was during the first part of the first season, where certain things you notice were like if you watch the original show, you'll notice okay, some stuff is like a little censored here, or it's a little cut, or they took out some of this stuff. Like for example, if Lum and Ron are like children, they're supposed to be like they're children or whatever, and Ron and Lum did something. Ron's mom was supposed to spank Ron, but instead, in the reboot version, she'll just like yell at her or whatever, stuff like noticeable stuff like that, um, and all that. So I was like, okay, okay, okay. But anyways, Ron, um, but yeah, let me play this though. So this is the new intro that came out. I just saw it last night for the latest episode. It was pretty cool and stuff. Again, I can't play the song, but hey, it is definitely good. I definitely recommend checking it out. Now, I definitely will probably listen to it after I get done with this video for sure. That's Haru looks unimpressed. I definitely like this song, Cutaway, where he's like, oh yeah, girls. Oh no. Oh yeah, we're back to girls again. Oh no. we're, yeah, final chapter, if you guys don't know. And these guys' sisters go after them and stuff. That's a cross dresser that was in the little skirt, I'm pretty sure of. Originally, when I first saw that, I was like, "Are those Lum's horns and stuff like in the finale?" But yeah. But anyways, that's the end of that. Pretty decent intro, of course, But yeah. Anyways, but back to the comments. I also heard. Okay, Sandland is very interesting. Oh yeah, it's a really good show. Um, I hope they would use CGI instead of animatronics like in the '90s movies. Oh yeah, I already read that. I also heard Michael Bay wants to try something with TMNT again. Yeah, you gotta give him credit. At least Bay never did anything woke in the movies. I mean, I can't say, but my problem with Bay is that he made the Ninja Turtles like generic. Like he made everything so generic, and he took away like a lot of things. Like okay, Like where do I begin? Like I'm not gonna like completely rant on it right now, but I'm gonna just tell you like, look, the origin story terrible. Okay, they're basically just science experiments. Which I know IDW kind of went this route too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I hate the IDW route, but anyways, let me just finish this one. The Bayverse turtles are experiments or whatever. Um, that conveniently that April ends up like, that she knew since she was a kid. She named the turtles, kind of similar to IDW. And then the turtle, like, she helps the turtles like go to the sewers or whatever, saves their lives. And then basically they learn ninjutsu from a book of all things that they just so happen to find in the sewers. And then all of a sudden they're doing all this stuff later. Like what? I know. And then Shredder. I mean, Shredder to me, like, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. 87 Shredder is a much better villain than the Shredder from the which called the Bayverse. I mean, he had the suit and all that, which is cool, but that was just mostly a spectacle for the most part, and he has no like ties to the turtles at all, aside from just needing them conveniently, or they just get in his way, or whatever. But it's just like, yeah, no. And then what else is there? But yeah, Casey Jones is a detective, which I don't mind Casey being a detective. That was actually interesting. But it's just to me, like, the movie was just definitely the first movie was generic. Second one was a step up. Definitely, I like Krang, but they did not do Shredder any justice in those movies, which is my main problem. Michael Bay is patriotism on his movies that during the past 9/11 times. Huh. Oh, my bad. Post 9/11 times. Well, I don't know. That's probably a good thing. I know you don't like the 2004 movie, but I think it's pretty solid. And Out of Shadows is atrocious attempt to please whiny 87 TMNT fans with pointless fan service, and they say 2012 is lazy. Sure. I mean, yeah, but like still, I mean, at least we got some stuff out of it though. Like we had Krang. We'd never seen Krang in the movies. We got Bebop and Rocksteady, Baxter Stockman, even though he was kind of goofy. Karai, I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot Karai was in that whole movie anyways, but yeah. But my problem though is just that they just did Shredder injustice. All right, they did Shredder injustice, and then Casey, he's played by Stephen Amell. Some people are hit and miss with Stephen Amell. I don't think Stephen Amell is a bad casting choice or whatever, and I thought he was all right. I mean, I liked him as Casey. It's just that I'm like, why didn't you just give him the little mullet thing that he had in Arrow? Like, you know how like an Arrow in the flashbacks and stuff where like he had the little long hair. I was like, yeah, you could have just done that with Casey and then Bear. There you go. Bay had Megan Fox as April. Yeah, it's like he really liked April. I mean, he liked Megan Fox so much. I'm like, bro, she don't look nothing like April. I hated that so much. But nah, I mean, but you could like the 2014 movie, man. That's cool, but I'm just like, I just didn't. Well, it's not to say I didn't like the version, like I didn't like the turtles per se. I just didn't like everything else, like the origins, Shredder, and I definitely didn't like April either. Um, yeah. To be fair, oh yeah, the how many TMNT movies actually made did Shredder justice? I mean, how many? I mean, probably most of them. I mean, all right, the '90s movies. The first movie they did Shredder good. Second one, they kind of made him into um a very generic kind of Power Rangers villain, and then killed him off in that movie, and then he's gone in the third movie. Well, he's kind of dead from that timeline anyway, so whatever. What was it? The 2007 movie, Shredder is only mentioned, but he's not, there. He's not the main. Yeah, he's not even mentioned because I think he's dead around this time anyways. So I'm not sure if that's a continuation of the '90s movies or if that's just their own thing or whatever. But yeah, um, Next Mutation, they really did Shredder dirty there. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Um, 2003 movie, I didn't mind the Drew Shredder idea. I was like, okay. And they did it before the Joker thing, the three Jokers and stuff. But yeah, three Shredders. We had Ultron Shredder, Tengu Shredder, and then Cyber Shredder. To be honest with you, yeah, Utrom and Tengu Shredder were the best, but um, or I thought they were pretty cool ideas, and it made sense that Utrom Shredder, he would create Cyber Shredder as like an AI or whatever. to like back up his like consciousness or whatever in case something were to happen with him. Which I mean, it's not him; it's just an AI. Convenient, huh? But or ironic. But yeah, that's Cyber Shredder. He's just a clone of Ultron Shredder. Which, like I said, I don't think that's bad. I'm like, no, that's cool. And then they kept them like trying to like remake toys or whatever, or make new toys and stuff like that, etc. So I can definitely see it. And then what else? 2012 series Shredder was great, but yeah. In the end of the day, Rise TMNT movie is the best TMNT movie to date, and that's not debatable. Sorry, man, I gotta disagree with you there on that. I might say if we're talking like in recent years, maybe Batman versus TMNT. I might say, although I hate how Batman beat up the turtles like effortlessly, and I was like, what? I'm sorry. I mean, I like Batman, but come on, he ain't bodying the turtles like that easily. Maybe one on one with somebody, but not all four of them. Like not one on four. That's stupid. I'm sorry, and that was completely disrespectful. But hey, it is what it is. But I would say that movie honestly was probably a lot more entertaining and fun than most of the other recent movies. I mean, Rise. I mean, the movie was all right, but I didn't hate it per se. I mean, my like I said, you already know me. I like my best part about Rise, the movie, was probably Casey, the future Casey, but that's about it. I didn't really no, I can't flow with that movie or that series really. But that's just me. Ironically, that AI copy actually fought unlike its original. Damn. I mean, the original did fight too. I mean, you saw how like even as a Ultron, he was able to beat up 87 Shredder and Krang, and then Raphael and stuff and all that other stuff. So I mean, it's not like he wasn't unskilled or anything. And then not to mention he's committed like honestly, Ultron Shredder probably has the highest body count than any version of the Shredder because he's gone around and destroyed other planets and stuff. You know. All right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. Had somebody come in, one of my family members and stuff. But anyways, um, yeah, yeah. I mean, but to be honest with you, yeah, Ultron Shredder had like the highest body count and everything. So I'm like, what do you mean he was done injustice? Sure, and then he got killed by 87 Bebop and Rocksteady, which means they're stronger than him. I mean, technically it was the Technodrome, and he almost destroyed the multiverse of turtles too. At that, but okay. Anyways, what else? All right, so I still got some more videos and stuff that I want to show you guys tonight. So let's get right into it. All right, as you can see, that is my channel right here, and I am live. All right, here's some of my videos. Wanted to show you guys. Wow, this is doing pretty good. I like that. Well, I might as well just show this anyways. So, and I'm gonna explain why I watch it and all that. I was gonna do that for the Surge versus Scourge, but we can do this real quick too, since it's doing pretty well. All right. So I made this because I really wanted to get back at like Harley. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to be petty, and I wanted to get back at Harley Quinn for the whole killing Batman thing or whatever. From Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, because I just like, yeah, we're all kind of fed up and done with this character now because she's just getting nothing but annoying. I mean, I tried to defend the whole Harley Quinn, not defend the whole shooting Batman thing, but in the past, like years and years ago, I was like, oh well, you know, she's not that bad, I guess, or whatever. But eventually, I just got worn down, and it was like, you know what, she really is as bad as they come, or she did work best as a villain. All right, so this is a little get back here. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Um, so yeah, maybe that's probably a little bit too slow, but we'll see. So, anyways, I use the Bruce Timm designs because why not? These are the most iconic designs. I love this look for Nightwing and all that. So I use that design. Actually, I'm most familiar with that design, anyways, because I grew up with Batman the animated series. So basically, I wanted to throw in my man Michelangelo into the mix because if you don't know from the Harley Quinn show, Harley Quinn killed Nightwing and stuff, and then how that turned out, and I guess Nightwing came back or whatever. I kind of dropped off the Harley Quinn show after like season 2, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, but this is basically Michelangelo helping Nightwing get his kid back. So yeah, because I remember seeing an animation actually not long ago where like somebody had Arkham Batman in character actually beating up the Suicide Squad, which I'm like, yeah, that was pretty accurate. And then Michelangelo shows up. Here he goes, teaming up with Nightwing. Goon shoots. These are some goons that I've kind of taken from Batman the animated series. Michelangelo whooping him and Nightwing, whooping these goons and stuff. I had to get some heavy hits in. Harley Quinn starts shooting, bam, bam, bam. And then Nightwing throws his little baton, bam. And then Michelangelo and Nightwing both double takedown. In the trash he goes. There it is. Then top everything off. Let's get that one more time. Why does it want to buffer on me like this? Well, you know the rest. They high five. So, yeah. And then my next animation that I just did recently was a Surge versus Scourge thing. So, what did you guys think of that? So, this is my Surge versus Scourge animation that I did. I might start titling my videos the animated series because, well, why not? Makes it kind of stand out more, and it's kind of like, I guess, my little trademark thing that I'm going to try and make it. I'm going to make that like a little habit. I was thinking about doing a Tifa versus Yang thing and actually have the true winner of that win the battle, because I actually played Final Fantasy 7 not too long ago, and I'm like, you know what? Tifa is really fun, a lot more stronger, and has a lot more experience than Yang does, even with all the 9 volumes of Ruby. So maybe I'll probably do that definitely sometime this year. But let's play that at one more time. This time a little bit in slow motion, so I can go play by play from what I did when I was animating this. So compared to the original, like compared to like the last video that I did with Michelangelo and Nightwing, you can kind of see some stuff was like there wasn't a lot of space that I had because I chose a different like not format, but what's the word, like just a different it just, yeah, this one obviously has a lot more space compared to the original. So I had to draw like the characters like not full body, but a little bit more. I had a lot more space than I thought I did. So basically, start off the whole thing with a few taunts. Surge is like gives a thumbs up. Then she does that little throat slit, like Kano from Mortal Kombat. Like, yeah, you're going down. Scourge, I had to give him some attitude. So, like OVA Sonic, he had to put up his middle finger and he's like, yeah, F you too. So then I started, of course, I had to say, like, Surge will probably be the first one to want to swing first. So she would throw this punch and then Scourge would, like, evade it, basically. Then I had to think of something like what would be another counterattack from, like, Scourge or something. So I thought, you know what? Why not he just throw a rock or something at her? Yeah, why not he, like, throw a rock or something at her or whatever? And to get her attention, and then she turns that way. Because I was thinking like two reasons. Because in one comic from the Archie comics, Scourge tried to beat Sonic to death with a rock one time, or Anti-Sonic when he was an Anti-Sonic, he tried to beat Sonic to death with a rock one time before Locke had stopped him. And then I was also thinking Cody from Street Fighter, because Cody has an attack where he throws rocks, picks up knives and stuff. So, like, there's a part of him that just makes me think, you know what? Maybe I should make Surge. I mean, not Surge. Scourge fight like Cody a little bit. You know, tornado punches and all that, the rocks, throwing. Because like the thing about Scourge is like he's an evil Sonic, so he's not gonna fight exactly like Sonic. He does fight like Sonic, but he fights a lot more dirtier. You know, so he's not above using weapons or throwing things or whatever, or just really going in on like trying to troll people like that. So he gets in a clean kick, and then he drags Surge by the hair. Now that's inspired from when Sonic had pulled Silver by the hair, when Silver had accused Sonic of when Silver had accused Antoine from that one comic about being the traitor that destroys the future and all that, or destroys the world. So that's a little bit of a homage to that. But it makes probably a lot more sense for Scourge to do it, because he's a lot more fiercer and a lot more of a darker character that would do something like that. And then I had to have Surge, of course, get some hits in. So she electrocutes Scourge right here and whatnot. So then this is where she starts to make her comeback. So she headbutts Surge. Then this is a throw that I got this idea from Sakura, also from Street Fighter. So she does that throw, bam, Scourge is in a spin attack. Then Surge moves, gets ahead of him, and then bam, she elbows him and then follows up with a kick. And then I wanted Surge to do that Juri Han thing, because Surge definitely reminds me a lot of like Juri Han as like a dark evil counterpart to like a heroic character, like how Juri's like a rival, but a dark counterpart to like Chun Li. Yeah, that's how I feel like this is how Surge is to like Sonic in some ways. Or like even when I'm thinking about like Surge's voice and how she talks, I'm just thinking like Juri Han's voice automatically. So she does that to Scourge, and then basically she just sits down on him, and yeah, Surge wins. This isn't like entirely accurate of how a fight between them will break out, but I mean, this is probably my bias, I guess. I mean, low key though, I mean, it's not to say that Surge probably can't put up a good fight against Surge or anything. I mean, Surge can't put up a good fight against Scourge, because keep in mind, like Surge is built completely different from Scourge. Like I gotta say, she's got a lot more endurance and stuff. She's got that crazy healing factor and all that stuff, and she's just a lot more like relentless. So I think she can definitely give it to Scourge and stuff. Yeah, Scourge's best feat is probably fighting Sonic and Shadow at the same time, but that was just like that first time when he got his powers or whatever, and he started to definitely run whenever it was a one-on-one fight or struggle whenever it was one-on-one sometimes. So that's just that. But if we threw Super Scourge in here, yeah, that definitely would be. I mean, that definitely would be a different story though. So what do you guys think? It's much more better than most DC animated movies. Thanks, Ashes. I don't want to annoy, but I hope you won't forget to listen to the Eggman Empire song. Well, why not? Definitely got, well, not all night, but I definitely got time. So what the hell? I was actually thinking about playing it after the stream. I mean, after the stream, but all I need to do now is really add some sounds to some of my videos and stuff, like my animations and all that. That would be cooler. Is that it right there? I'm gonna start with that one first. Let's start there. And I'm gonna turn the volume up on this one because I don't think I can copyright strike or whatever. So let's have it. I think I might have seen this video too, but just to be sure, I know I got the studio on which call.
Why live here when you could live here? You're probably asking yourself, but don't I need clean air to live? Why, of course
What
you
I need
don't.
clean
Not
air to live.
need clean air to live? Why, of course you don't. Not with Dr. Eggman's all-inclusive robotomy treatment, that is. Perks include never having to eat, sleep, or think ever again. That's what we call
That's
living
crazy.
the good life. Come live in Dr. Eggman's empire and begin your new life where the possibilities are infinite. You'll love it. Love mandatory.
That is terrible. But yeah, I do like that though. Let me go back a little bit. I'm assuming that's probably it right there. I don't want to annoy you, but you know. Dr. Raccoon Hero Robotnik. Okay, I definitely agree with Dr. Eggman in it. It's not that close. So, let me go back. Is it this one?
The egg empire, where the eggshells roam. No more frying pans under our egg dome, where we shall live our eggy lives into outer space, where the eggshells thrive. We must go and spread the word of the egg, for the eggs shall rule the planet. Oh, the egg empire, it's the greatest of all, where there's no frying pans at all. Egg empire, egg
Oh, I guess that's definitely not it either. Well, I'm not going to finish it.
empire. Oh, the land of
So,
the
regarding your
eggs.
recent decisions. Tales. Okay, I guess that's it right there. Alright, that looks much better.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify.
You don't need to tell me. I already filed my own taxes.
1040 and limited credits only. Get the TurboTax app now.
Hey, what's up, Rich? Back for you.
Progress grind, a symphony of might. Eggman's empire ascendant, bathed in glorious metallic light. Flesh is frail, a flawed design, a vessel
Sonic stuff?
prone to
Or
rust.
staff? Yeah, Sonic
Embrace the
stuff.
steel,
Pretty
the
much.
circuit's heart in perfect form we trust. Resistance is futile, a spark against the tide. A simulation beckons, cast your doubts aside. The Doctor's vision, a masterpiece of chrome, from metropolis to mystic isle. A robotic kingdom we shall call home. No organic weakness, no messy flesh and bone, a mechanized utopia on a cold metallic throne. Eggman's intellect, the guiding hand. We shape the world in our image, a robotic promised land. Organic life, a relic of the past. The future gleams metallic, a future built to last. We are the Eggman Empire, efficiency unbound. Submit, be assimilated, the perfect form. Flesh is frail, a flawed design, a vessel prone to rust. Embrace the steel, the circuit's heart, the perfect form we trust. Resistance is futile, spark against the tide. A simulation beckons, cast your doubts aside. The Doctor's vision, a masterpiece of chrome. From metropolis to mystic isle, a robotic kingdom we shall call home. No organic weakness, no messy flesh and bone, a mechanized utopia on a cold metallic throne. intellect and dying act. We shape the world in our image, a robotic promised land. Organic life, a relic of the past.
Come on, stop buffering. Hmm.
A relic of the past. The future bleeds metallic. A future built to last. We are the Eggman Empire. Efficiency unbound. Submit, be assimilated. Be perfect.
All right, not bad. Definitely better than the last two videos that I watched. But yeah, not bad. I don't really have much of an opinion on it, but I do like metal. Anyways, speaking about Eggman, let me share this as well. Uh, so, hang on. Hey, Joni, uh, look at tomorrow's teaching. I'll probably check it out later. Empathetic Black Queen. I don't want to get too distracted, but I will share this real quick. I might try to stream. I might stream tomorrow. Who knows? Hang on. Da-da-da. Is my Instagram showing up? Here it is. Yep, my Instagram. So if you want to follow me, that's me right there. This is my main account, not my art account. I went to an anime con not long ago. I met the voice of Sage. If you know Sage from Sonic Frontiers, I met her. This is the voice actress. She is actually 26 years old, I think, or 25, but she's a year older than me, actually. So that's pretty interesting. So this is my copy of Sonic Frontiers that I brought because I knew she would be there, and I was like, wait a second. I was looking her up, and I was like on the day of, and I was like, wait a second, she's the voice of Sage, and I was like, oh my god. And so I had to grab some stuff. This is my first time meeting a voice actress and stuff. She was selling posters, and I wanted to buy two, but then I thought, you know what, might as well get one because I don't want to spend all that much money. But I had to get something, of course, because I drove like almost like an hour and like in 30 something minutes, or no, not 30 something, an hour and 16 minutes to get to that con because it was nearby. So I was like, yeah. Showed her my little Sonic backpack. She liked that. She signed the inside of my copy of Sonic Frontiers, everything, so it's pretty cool. And I met a cosplayer that was just up as Eggman. I've been seeing some cosplayers, speaking of which, just up as Dr. Eggman, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Sonic crew right here. See that? Mm-hmm. Got Tails, Shadow, Amy, Knuckles, Sticks, Sonic. That's actually pretty creative. I like that. And then I bought that Knuckles shirt. And then, but yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. Meeting her and stuff. I was a little nervous at first. I'm not gonna lie because I've met writers and I've met artists, but I've never met like an actual voice actor like that. So I had to like before I was like going to get in line, which it wasn't like a huge line at the time when I got it to when I gone to go see her, but I had to mentally prepare myself because I didn't want to like leave out any questions or I didn't like what I mean. Even when I got to her, I was like yeah, I said what I could and what I could. I was geeking out, I was gassed up. But yeah, man. After watching this, I just shed tears at what potential Sega threw out when constantly rejecting freedom fighters or any Sega American ideas. Yeah, that actually could make it into a soundtrack though. That would be pretty cool. Eggman cosplay was cool. Hmm, interesting. All right. So I also wanted to talk about a little bit about. Hang on, screen share. X Men. Yep. So we're going to talk a little bit about '97 real quick. Um, so as you know, there's new X Men series and all that. We all know the original one, and I'm going to play the intro. I don't even care about the music at this point because we've all heard the music for X Men the animated series. So I don't even care. Like, I don't even think I can get in trouble for this one. It's just that the anime intros you might want to watch out for though, because yeah, they'll get you. But anyways, let's play it. The original X Men the animated series.
Previously on X-Men.
Yep, the original intro. Do I think Marvel remake Spider-Man the '94 show after X-Men success actually finish the story? Um, Maybe. I've heard that they've been talking about it. Would be interesting though. Even though there was Spider-Man Unlimited, which was technically that continuation, but I don't know. Maybe that could also be considered its own separate canon. Probably, but I definitely did love the '90s Spider-Man that show, which is funny because X-Men the animated series isn't really the first. Well, it's not my first X-Men series though. It's actually like, well, probably my third because for me I grew up with X-Men Evolution. That was my first X-Men show. It seems like Trey McKell's doing the live stream. I'll probably catch it later though since I'm doing my own. But what was it? X-Men Evolution. That was my first X-Men show. That and the X-Men movies. That's how I found out about the X-Men and all that stuff, or how I got into it. Then Wolverine and the X-Men was like my second X-Men show. I didn't really watch X-Men animated series until I was like already a teenager. But the Spider-Man show from the '90s, that was actually my first Spider-Man show growing up and all that, which is funny because that's in the same universe. But yeah, I definitely would love to see that show come back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it kind of is good as is. Like it ended off on a good note, so I don't know what to really think of it. Um, but it's doable. I would definitely love to see Spider-Man again in the '97 show. And now here's the '97 show. All right. Hope they would upscale 2000's Fantastic Four since it was a good and visually gorgeous. Yeah, that actually also was a really good show too. That what was it, 2005? That Fantastic Four show. But anyways, let me talk about this real quick. Um, so yeah, X Men '97. What do I think of it? It's actually a pretty good show. It's definitely a lot more better than I thought because when I first heard that they were bringing this back, I was like, man, this is gonna be like Master Universe, Proud Family all over again. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. I don't like what I'm hearing in these interviews. I mean, it's cool they got the old cast back and everything, but yeah, some of them kind of seemed a little off in this trailer. They seemed like they were trying too hard to make it seem like it was the '90s again or whatever. I was like, why pick up with the '97 series where it kind of left off on a good note when you could have probably followed up with like I don't know Wolverine and the X Men or something where that sort of left off on a much bigger cliffhanger and there's probably a lot more you can do with that universe since that's the Yossverse. But I don't know. Who knows? Disney might actually make that like might make it bad or something. But yeah. So but X Men '97 and then the character models and stuff wasn't a huge fan. But other than that though, I mean that and the morph thing, the show is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. Actually, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually do like watching it. It's a really good what you call it? It's a really good watch. Um, so far, what they got? Like what 5 episodes so far? I'm not gonna lie. Some of the character intros, Cyclops, I think his is all right. Um, Jean, her hair's not in the ponytail anymore, but I'm not gonna complain about that. Storm, not really a fan of the mohawk look. I know she had it back in the '80s and stuff, but with this outfit, I'm like, they might as well just change her outfit if they're just gonna give her mohawk look. But I prefer her with the long white hair. But hey, that could be just me because I like girls with long hair. But whatever. Um, but yeah, but that's Storm's thing. I mean, that's Storm's thing. Wolverine, the thing from him from the other intro, he looked a lot more better in that one. Because he was in a jungle-like environment, but here, out of the Weapon X thing, and then bam, it is attire, and then morph. It's interesting what they did with morph, as in like what they're using his powers for. That I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of very interesting to me or visually impressive. But other than that, though, um, I'm not really a huge fan of like morph, the whole non-binary thing or what they're trying to hint at with the Wolverine thing. Mostly the stuff that they're trying to hint at with the Wolverine thing. And I know his face is bland because in the comics he's supposed to be like the counterpart or whatever to this character named Changeling or whatever, but they should have just kept him like just how he looked in the show since this is the show's continuity, but okay. Rogue, uh, Rogue's voice actress, yeah, I know she's trying, but yeah, but everyone else though, as far as voice acting goes, they're okay to me. All right, yeah, they're okay to me. I actually like Wolverine's voice actress or his voice actor. My bad, I like his voice actor. He's actually pretty good. What about Wolverine? I didn't think he would have it when I saw the trailer, but after watching the show, I'm like, no, he's much better than the show. Him, Storm, Cyclops is acting pretty good, etc. I'm like, okay, all right. It's just that to me, Rogue's actor is the one that's the most off, in my opinion. And then Jubilee, let's see. Bishop, they just doing Bishop. Don't like how they took away his dreadlocks. For me, it's either Bishop is he either has to be bald or he has to have the dreadlocks. I don't like these twisties, man. And he's supposed to be like a big character too, so yeah, Professor X. I'm not really a big fan of this character model, and I hate how like Professor X and Magneto, like the most like whitest characters and stuff, how they have these weird lips right here and stuff. It's so weird. Like you make them look pasty and white. I'm just like, nah. You could have just done that without it, but okay. Um, but again, I'm not complaining about the show. I'm like, no, the show's actually pretty cool. And then the Slam, I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer the original, but hey, this ain't bad. The run could have been better. It definitely felt a lot more faster in the original. Like, look at Rogue fly. Like, yeah, I know I got it on slow, but she's flying so slow. Like, she should be like she like stormed past them immediately when she was on screen. I like that, but oh well. But no, I'm not knocking the show though. I actually like the show, but it's just yeah, I got my gripes. But it's not bad for what it is, you know. And I'm like, man, they really are spicing things up. I don't really have like that many complaints about it. I just thought it was gonna be like woke nonsense and all that other crap or whatever. But nah, it's not bad. And I definitely do like Magneto's outfit in the new show too. It was an outfit he had, I guess, when he was the leader at some point with the X Men. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Laura Hughes is back. Oh, I know, I know. I'm gonna get to that in a second too. But yeah, X Men '97 is good. Yep. Honestly, '90s X Men was ahead of its time, just like the Titans 2002 show. Oh yeah, definitely was. Let me share a few more stuff, and now I'll probably call it a night. After that, I know it's been past an hour and 30 minutes and stuff, and yeah. So let's see, Ruby King. So I've been on some of his streams and stuff lately. Ruby King, he just talked about me on his channel in his live stream about recommending people to go check out my channel. So that was pretty cool of him and stuff. Empathetic Black Queen would tell you that we were both in the streams and stuff, or not in the streams, but just in the chat, you know. But yeah, shout out to Ruby King. He just subscribed to me recently uh, and stuff. But yeah, I've been pretty much mostly over here because I've been working. So usually when Ruby King streams around like 7 o'clock, I'm still at work because now I get off at 8. So I watch his streams while I'm working, and then I drive home, and then I watch the rest of it at home or something. But he's a really entertaining guy. He mostly talks about Eric July and a few other things. Now, I disagree with his opinions on Eric July, even though I think he definitely does have a point here and there and stuff about Eric July, which I'm like, you know what? You got a point there. Or, you know what I mean? Because mostly whenever I hear people talk trash about Eric July, it's usually like, oh, yeah, probably not an intelligent response. But I think Ruby King definitely does have some intelligent responses, or he definitely gives a good point. Hey, see, look, there I am. Or he definitely does have a pretty good point here and there about Eric July, which I'm like, all right, I can see it. Yeah, I'm like, I can see it. But other than that, yeah, but check out Ruby King's channel and stuff. He's a pretty funny dude and stuff, and he's really talented. But anyways, let's see. Tomorrow's teachings. I'll check it out later. I don't, well, no offense, Taylor, but I don't really feel like I have enough time to really watch it, or I don't have that energy right now to really want to watch it. But yeah, let's see. Project L. Yep, we're going there. There you go.
Here's something I can really root for. Sally Acorn.
And keep in mind, Sonic Rush Bag isn't like he made a channel, or I don't think he made a channel, but he's just in the comments and stuff again. He has access to YouTube. I'm pretty sure he's already got me blocked, so I can't really interact with him unless I call attention to him or something or whatever. If he unblocks me, but nah, I'm pretty sure he got me blocked, so I can't see whatever comments he posts anyway. So it is what it is. But you know how Laurie uses, dude is scared of me, so you know.
Here's something I really like. Rally for Sally. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy.
Speaking of which, it's been actually a year or two since he's been kicked off of YouTube. Keep in mind, because he got kicked off. He got kicked off back in like March. Now here it is, like March of last year, around the time of my birthday, even, and now here it is, like April, and he's back.
You guys, I can tell. I'm dealing with
Listen, the cat, Silo the lion,
an internet stalker, okay? People don't believe that those exist, but I have an internet stalker who's judging me just because I'm ranting on him.
He's basically a toxic classic Sonic fan, Zonely fan, and the Sally Corn fan, who happens to disrespect people's opinions, and he hates it when people don't agree with everything he says, and attacks people whenever or go as far as he wants to murder his with everything he says, and
not in the stream. It was the biggest controversy I have ever seen from the 2004 Sally. I defend her because here's the thing: Sonic deserves that slap. Oh yeah, I remember him saying that stupid thing. Deserved a slap. He was out. I don't even know how to pronounce that for yelling at her. He forgot that he had an orange cast on his arm going around finding Robotnik again. It's really ridiculous for him to do that. At one point, like this is what I'm saying, Laura Hughes doesn't read the Archie comics. He might have seen some stuff here and there, but I'm like, Sonic's arm was not in an orange sling. I don't know where he pulled that one from. And that's not why Sally slapped him. She slapped him because of basically Sonic rejected her little marriage proposal because he wanted to keep fighting Dr. Eggman on the front lines, whereas Sally was trying to talk him down from doing that because and I know why what she was going through because like Loki. I know I've explained this like 1,000 times, but basically, Sonic got lost in space, and Sally and everyone thought he was dead, and for about a year, and Sally took it pretty hard for about a year, and all that. And when Sonic came back and stuff, she just couldn't handle like him being on like him fighting for his life or anything, or him living on the edge. So that's why she wanted Sonic to like rule by her side versus like always putting himself on the front lines and stuff. But Sonic, he ain't he ain't gonna do that. And no, he ain't in the wrong for that at all. So no, I mean if anybody, Sally's in the wrong for doing that. But anyways, again, it's ridiculous for him to do that on Sally's side because she's right. Sonic needs to heal and to be with her instead of acting crazy, even though he was healed to begin with. But okay.
Attacks people whenever or go as far as he wants to murder his victims for stupid reasons, all because there are Sonic fans who don't like Sally and the freedom fighters, Zonely, contenders, Archie Sonic Sata.
Yeah, you mentioned me right there. You're speaking of worse than blah blah blah.
And so on.
Anyways, Shitty Boy saw the video. Well, that's my voice.
Sonic
Sata
and so on.
Anyways, Shitty Boy saw the video, or I think he did, or he probably saw the title, and was constantly leaving comments on my thing, talking all this shit, and yada yada yada. You can't even see the comments anymore.
Yeah, I quit using DeviantArt just because everyone's rude.
Yo, hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Yo, what's up?
Just take your time, Joni. Keenus Fox, what do you think of Alex Jones? I don't have an opinion on Alex Jones, no offense. And now we have JD Frank. I guess he means Jason David Frank as an anti-Laurie guy who constantly bashes Sally. Or no, JD Frank, I guess that's the guy's name, not Jason David Frank, who constantly bashes Sally despite her being gone for 7 years already. Sonic fandom never changes no matter how hard Sega tries to hide it. I gotta check that guy out. That'd be interesting. Jonathan H. Gray drew Sally slapping Sonic without the consent of Carl Bowlers. Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't know what to believe in that one, whether Carl Bowlers planned for it or was that a thing that Jonathan H. Gray wanted to do. I don't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. It was kind of like out of character or just dumb or created a lot of controversy. Big mistake right there. I think Ian Flynn definitely did a lot of damage control when it came to like Sonic and Sally's relationship. Like if I gotta say, if anybody stuck the landing when it came down to that, he definitely did. Which is why I'm just like, why does Laura Hughes hate Ian Flynn so much? Because I'm like, if anything, he saved Sonic and Sally in their relationship and stuff versus like dramatizing it and stuff, But okay. But yeah, the prodigal son has returned, as you can see by the side of the video. Laurie Hughes is back and stuff, and then he's at least in the comments. But I know he won't interact with me because, like I said, he is scared. He can't. he doesn't want that smoke, bro. And no, I'm not gonna be making videos or whatever on him unless I don't know, maybe unless I feel like it. But like I said, I took a break from that, or I don't even know if I stopped completely or not. But I just like, yeah, I got other better things to do than talk about Laurie Hughes. Um, if somebody invites me on to talk about him, oh yeah, I'm down. I am down to spill the tea. I was going to do well, show off my little Sonic, my little conversation that I had with Sonic Rush and Albert Wood, which is on Sonic Rush's channel actually. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Which is actually on Sonic Rush's channel right here. But since it's kind of getting late, um, yeah, like it's kind of getting late and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll save this for another day. But yeah. But if you want to check it out, here it is. I wanted to originally make a copy, or I wanted to like download it, which I've tried so many times, and just upload it on my YouTube or do an edit or something. But um, for some reason, it's not allowing me to do that, so that kind of sucks. So, um, yeah, so it is what it is. But eventually, I will probably like make a live stream and record most of the important parts of this, and then see where that goes from there. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of my stream right here. I hope you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there's any departing words and stuff, I'll read some of the comments before I head out. I believe it was John Gray's doing Carl actually was writing Sally pretty good, pretty good. Maybe I don't know. I am going back on some Archie stuff anyway, so yeah, man, I actually do like some of Carl Bowler's and John H. Gray's work. That just wasn't a good example of like, oh, you know what I mean? Carl Bowler's admitted that he never wrote the Sally lapping Sonic. Of course, you have better things than Baby. We got TMNT to Soul Rant to Destroy. Oh yeah, big time. Which channel for Project L? This is Empathetic Black Queen. This is Sonic Rush's channel 141 Senior. Um, if you want to check it out, he made that video that I just showed you, and this is his live stream of us talking. He is a huge JoJo fan and stuff. I like JoJo as well. But basically, yeah, this is back when I had beef with like Laurie Hughes and stuff last year, or for the following last couple of years and stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I had fun with it. I never took it personally or anything. I was just like, yeah, it's just fun to make fun of this guy or just like troll him so badly. This is the video that I just showed. But this is his channel, Sonic Rush 141 Senior. He usually does like a lot of live streams and stuff. He's a pretty cool dude and stuff. So yeah, definitely check him out if you can. And this is the video right here of us talking. Let's talk. Shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah. So anything else before we head out? Hmm. Yeah, I guess I can send you a link. Copy that. This also made Fiona a freedom fighter until Ian Flynn ruined her by demonizing her into a treacherous sadist. I don't know about that, Saints. I've talked about that too before about Fiona and all that. That I know like there are some fans that are divided on it. Me personally, I didn't mind it though because like Fiona, it wasn't really like a noble character like that. She was like, like she was kind of in the circles of like what Nick the Weasel and Rouge and the Archie version and all that. So I mean, I'm not really necessarily against it. It was like a little bit of a shake up, and I kind of liked her dynamic with Scourge. Anyways, that's just my opinion though. I actually thought they made a pretty interesting couple. But yeah, and in some kind of way, it was probably Ian Flynn's way of actually getting Fiona with Scourge, because if you read his other M comic, Ian Flynn originally had Sonic and Fiona get together and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, Sonic and Fiona and stuff get together. But ironically, in the Archie comics, he has Scourge, and which is an evil version of Sonic, get together with Fiona. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Empathetic Black Queen. But no, that's just us talking and all that. That video, that link that I sent. Project L. I think he's still working on it right now, but that's just the trailer to it. But oh yeah, this is gonna get good. Not to mention his good return to Angel Island story. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to collect that. Actually, I actually have what is it? Issue 138 or 139 that I have. Yeah, I think I have 138. So yeah, because like I said, I'm collecting some old Archie comics and stuff for old time's sake. It's definitely a whole different experience when you get to actually physically hold and read it versus reading it online. You get to see things that you never saw before. You catch certain details that you might have missed, that kind of thing. But anyways, thanks for coming out, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, any departing words before I head out? All right. See you, Pathetic Black Queen. All right. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably live stream tomorrow. I don't know. I don't really have too much of a plan, but I do have some things in my mind that I wanted to talk about. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is the Joe and Level Fox. I'm out. Peace. Until we meet again.